We both knew the end, but no one spoke. You sat in silence, eyes on the floor, and I pretended not to feel sore. We smiled like strangers in disguise, each glance a million unsaid lies. We weren't in love, not anymore, just standing near a closing door. On the edge of goodbye, where all the truth begins to die. We didn't fight, we didn't cry, just let our love dissolve and lie. I held your hand, you looked away. There was nothing left to say. I watched the clock like it could stall, each second pounding like a call. You turned your back, I felt the burn, and still I hoped you might return. But a love that breaks without a sound still leaves the pieces on the ground. On the edge of goodbye, we stood and let our hearts run dry. You faded slow like dying light, and I gave up the need to fight. Oh. Now every night I hear your keys, but it's just wind and memories. I whisper things you'll never hear, still clinging to what once was near. We broke without a final word, no shattered glass, no line unheard. You took your coat, I took the blame, now nothing feels quite the same. I say your name beneath my breath, still haunted by your quiet death. We ended slow, with no reply, just silence on the edge. Goodbye. I never said I needed you, but losing you still tore me through. On the edge of goodbye, where everything we had went dry. I wish I'd screamed, I wish I'd tried, but I just smiled and let it die. You're gone and yet I still deny. I watched you leave on the edge of goodbye. We never said it, but it was the end. You left, but the pain stayed with me. I washed the sheets, but you're still there. Your scent is ghosting through the air. I threw your letters in the flame, but your voice whispers just the same. The world keeps spinning, I stand still, alone against a shattered will. Only the pain remains carved in these emotional chains. Left with words I can't forget, like echoes soaked in deep regret. I gave you all, you gave me scars. Now I just talk to broken stars. I drink to sleep, I sleep to run from memories of what we've done. You said it's love, then turned away. Now I replay that every day. Moved on fast, I stayed behind, with nothing but a haunted mind. blood beneath abandoned veins. You vanished into someone new, but every song still screams of you. I tried to write you out of me, but ink can't drown what I still see. Each photo cuts a little more, like footprints left on closing doors.
You were the verse I couldn't rhyme. Now I'm lost inside your crime. You broke me clean, you broke me slow, left pieces where love used to grow. I begged for truth, I begged for light, but now I sleep in endless night. You're gone, but still inside my chains, and only the pain remains.
Someday this pain might learn to fade, but now it's all that you've repaid. Only the pain remains, wrapped in invisible flames. You left a silence I can't fight, a love that dies again each night. You were my sun, now I fear rain, and only the pain remains. Only the pain. I chased your shadow, and lost myself. You were always a step ahead. I followed words you never said. We built a dream on shifting ground. I tried to hold, but you weren't found. You smiled like love was close enough, but distance made it twice as tough. Out of reach, out of time, you were never truly mine. I stretched my hands into the night, but you dissolved into the light. I kept on trying, I believed, but you were something I deceived. Your voice would dance but never stay. You loved me more than drift away, like chasing smoke inside the sea. You never truly looked at me. I held on tight to phantom strings while you flew off with broken wings. Out of reach, out of time, trapped inside this aching rhyme. You promised love but only gave a dream to bury in my grave. I scream into the autumn wind for love that never could begin. You led me far, then left me blind, a heart that time could not rewind. I built my world around your breath, now all I breathe feels close to death. You held me close but not too tight, then vanished deep into the night. You told me I could be your home, but left me stranded all alone. You weren't mine and never were, just a blur, a fading slur. Can't go, a face I'll never fully know. Out of reach, out of time, a ghost that love could never prime. I'll keep your name in dreams. You faded slow like distant chimes, out of reach and out of time. Gone, but never forgotten. Oh. You said it was real, but it was just a painting. You drew me love with perfect hands, but never meant to let it stand. Each kiss was like a brushstroke deep, each promise one you wouldn't keep. You painted dreams, but not the truth, and left me lost in shades of youth. Painted lies and paper hearts, you tore my trust in perfect parts. You gave me hope, then let it drown. Now all my colors fade to brown. Your masterpiece was built to break a flawless love that felt so fake. I found your sketches in the drawer, a love you copied once before. Each line you drew looked just like mine, but hollow where the light should shine. You colored life, then walked away, left me in black and white decay. Painted lies and paper hearts, burning slowly, torn apart. You wrote our fate with tinted grace, then vanished with no final trace. I tried to frame what we once had, but paintings crack when moments go bad. The glass is dust, the wall is bare, and all I breathe is broken air.
You brushed me in, then wiped me clean, a masterpiece behind the screen. You loved like art, not like a flame, a portrait signed with someone's name. Now I'm the wreck left in the frame, the fading face, the losing game. You built a world with zero parts, but left me scars and paper hearts.
What's already lost, some art just isn't worth the cost. Painted lies and paper hearts fall like tears from broken charts. I held on tight, I should have known, no real love's ever overthrown. Your canvas bled, your colors lied, but now I keep picking up pieces, but they don't fit without you. The bed is cold where you once lay, your perfume's fading day by day. I touch the walls and feel the cracks from all the love that won't come back. You said goodbye without a sound. Now shattered dreams are all I found. These are the pieces of what we were, scattered dreams and whispered slurs. I try to glue the pain with tears, but gave my soul, you gave goodbye. Now I just learn to breathe and try. I see your name in passing cars, still trace your shape beneath the stars. I sleep to dream, I dream to feel, but wake up knowing none is real. You were a fire that burned so bright, now just an ember lost in night. These are the pieces of what we were, words unspoken, hearts that blur. You moved on like time was kind, but left my soul a step behind. I write your name in fog and glass, it fades like all the love we passed. I scream in songs, I smile in pain, still dancing in a phantom rain.
We broke without a final fight. You turned away, I lost the light. I talked to shadows, begged for sound, but you're not there to come around. These fragments cut beneath my skin. You took the whole, I hold what's thin. And in my chest I wear this curse, the silent pieces of what we were.
Maybe healing comes too slow when half of you refuse to show. These are the pieces of what we were, scars that time won't ever blur. I'll carry them till I forget, but some pieces bleed with no regret. You left a storm without return, and all that's left is what we burn. Pieces of us. You made a promise and left it to die. You said you'd stay through storm and flame, but vanished when the darkness came. Your words felt warm but left me cold, like whispered love that won't grow old. You sealed my soul with one last breath, then turned your back and watched its death. You were the promise you never kept, a vow I hold inside each step. I sleep in beds you said you'd fill, but wake alone and broken still. You wrote forever in the sand, then let it slip through both your hands. The night still echoes what you said, and drips like ink from things we bled. I try to scream but lose the sound, 'cause all our truth is buried now. You painted futures then erased every dream I once embraced. You were the promise you never kept, still lingering inside what's left. I gave you more than you could see, now all I have is memory. You haunt my mirror like a ghost of love I needed, love I lost. I trace your name in candlelight, still hoping it will feel alright. You broke the vow with just a glance, you danced away our second chance. No curtain call, no final fight, just empty space where we fell right. Now I'm the one who cries alone, while you forget what we had grown. You swore you'd stay, your lips had wept, but you were a promise never kept. I still hold tight though you let go, the wound you left still doesn't show. You were the promise you never kept, a dream that fell where I had slept. I still believe in things you said, though now they echo with regret. You disappeared but never left, still cutting me with words you kept. A promise that never meant to stay. I ask, but the silence answers. Why did you leave without a word? Why did the always go unheard? We built a life on dreams and lies, then you just vanished out of sight. You didn't flinch, you didn't cry, just closed the door without goodbye. These are the questions I still can't answer. Why did love become a dancer, waltzing out into the dark, leaving me without a spark? I replay what we once said, still haunted by the words you left unsaid. Was I too much or not enough? Was what we had just fleeting love? I look for reasons in the wind, but get no answers from within. You kissed me like I was your world, then tossed me like a leaf unfurled. These are the questions I still can't answer, carved into my chest like cancer. I write your name and then erase, still chasing shadows of your face. They tell me time will tell the truth, but time just tortures me with proof. You weren't the one I thought you were, you're gone, but why does it still stir?
Why'd you lie with eyes so kind? Why'd you leave my heart behind? Was it me or was it fate? Was I just something you could break? You wrote forever on my skin, then vanished with a wicked grin. I screamed disguise, I beg for signs, but questions echo every time.
Maybe someday I'll let them go, but now they're all I seem to know. These are the questions I still can't answer, left to bleed with no enhancer. Why did we burn then turn to dust? Why does love so often rust? You took your truth but left disaster, and questions I still can't answer, still asking, still alone. It's the silence that screams the loudest. The room is still, the lights are low, but all I feel is your shadow. You left no fight, no final breath, just silence carved in shades of death. No slammed door, no crying plea, just the echo of not choosing me. Quiet is the loudest sound, since you're no longer around. The walls still echo your goodbye, but now they howl with every sigh. I thought the silence meant we healed, but now I know how grief is sealed. The things you did didn't say still bleed. In empty spaces, quiet greed. I beg for noise, for one last word, but nothing's what I've always heard. No closure, no rewind to press, just quiet dressed in loneliness. Quiet is the loudest sound when love is buried in the ground. The absence speaks in cruel refrain, reminding me of all the pain. Your name still lives inside my chest, but silence lays it all to rest. You walked away with silent steps and left my world in quiet depths.
No screams, no storms, no open war, just closed off hearts and locked up doors. You didn't shout, you didn't cry, but silence told me your goodbye. Now every second holds the weight of all the words we said too late. The hush has teeth, it tears me down. Quiet
It's the loudest sound. Made to break, and silence is the sound it makes. Quiet is the loudest sound. It pulls me in, it spins me around. I long for words we'll never say, for noise to take this void away. Your silence lingers all around. Sound, the sound of love when it's gone. No one sees the storm behind my calm face. They see me laugh, they see me shine, but never look beneath the line. The cracks I hide with perfect grace, but pain still sleeps behind my face. You left without a backward glance. Now I dance in this broken trance. Quiet tears behind my smile, bleeding pain with every mile. I wear your love like it's still new, though every inch reminds of you. I'm breaking where they think I'm strong, but I've been hurting all along. Your voice still plays inside my head like lullabies that woke the dead. I fake my strength to stay alive, but cry when no one's close to pry. I act like healing's moving on, but you're the shadow that won't be gone. Quiet tears behind my smile, wearing grief like worn out style. No one hears the words I scream, trapped in echoes of our dream. I laugh at jokes, I toast to life, but hold your name like it's a knife. I say I'm fine, but that's a lie. Each night I ask the stars why. Away, I stayed the same, still whispering your cursed name. I mask the grief in every song. They sing along, but get it wrong. They see the smile, not the ache. They hear the chords, not the break. And deep inside where no one sees, I'm drowning slowly on my knees. Truly laugh without you haunting every half. Quiet tears behind my smile, I've carried them for quite a while. You were the joy, you were the pain, the silent thunder in my rain. I'll keep on walking through the trial with quiet tears When truth arrived too late to show. You read the words but close your eyes while I confess the written lies. Red ink on white pages, love that lived through broken stages. I carved my soul into a note, but all you saw were words I wrote. You turned the page and skipped the pain while I reread it all again. You left a mark on every verse, a blessing wrapped inside a curse. I gave you chapters of my heart, but you just ripped them all apart. You smiled while I spilled poetry and left without the courtesy. Red ink on white pages, like time that bleeds but never ages. You walked away with words unsaid while I drowned in the lines I bled. I write your name and scribble out what we once were, what we're without. You haunt the paragraphs I start, still bleeding through this dying art. I penned the truth, you drew the lie. You never looked me in the eye. Your silence wrote the final scene and left me torn where we had been. You turned my love into a draft, just something you could cut in half. Now all I hold are empty stages and red ink on white pages. I'll close the book one day, I swear. A part of me is still in there. Red ink on white pages, trapped between these haunted cages. I gave you all my heart could say, but you just threw the words away. Now every line still screams your name. The love was just a losing game. Written and there's nothing left, but everything still hurts. Your mug still sits on the kitchen shelf, like you'll walk in and grab it yourself. I haven't touched the side you slept, as if pretending means I've kept.
I hold my breath when I pass by the echoes of your last goodbye. These are the remains of you, a smile inside the morning dew. Your coat still hanging by the door, though you don't live here anymore. I chase your ghost in empty rooms, where silence plays your favorite tunes. I tried to burn the photographs, but stopped when I recalled our laughs. The sense of you still haunts the air, as if you're always halfway there. I wish I hated all we shared, but truth is I'm just unprepared. These are the remains of you, a heart still dressed in shades of blue. You left your love like shattered glass and walked away without a glance. The mirror
shows my hollow face, but still I search for your embrace. I scream in dreams you never hear, and wake up drowning in my fear.
You're gone but not completely gone. Your voice still lingers in each song. I try to heal, I try to run, but you're in every setting sun. You were my sky, now you're the rain that soaks me deep in phantom pain. And though I try to push it through, I live inside the remains of you. Time can wash the stain, but it won't rinse out all the pain. These are the remains of you, faded dreams I wander through. You vanished but you left behind a version of me you've defined. One day I'll let the past be true, but for now, I keep the remains of you. Still here, still broken. The furniture stayed, changed. Your sweater's on the window seat, the one you wore when hearts would meet. I cleaned the mess, I swept the floor, but can't unlove you anymore. Each corner holds your memory, like shadows stitched into the sea. This is the room that misses you. It cries in silence, cold and true. The light feels dim, the air feels wrong. Without your laugh, it's not a song. I sit in places we once knew, inside this room that misses you. The clock still ticks, but time stands still. The plants have wilted on the sill. I whisper thoughts you used to hear, but only ghosts are waiting near. The mirror shows an empty space where love once lit this hollow place. This is the room that misses you. Each breath I take is missing too. The bed's too wide, the night's too long. This space still plays our final song. The curtains sway like waving hands, still begging for one last romance. I lie awake and talk to air, still hoping you'll be standing there. I trace your footsteps on the floor, but you're not walking through that door. I hear your voice in passing cars, or see your smile among the stars. You haunt this space, you haunt my sleep. You're in the silence when I weep, and though you're gone, you're not quite through. Not in this room that misses you. But still the walls will call your name. This is the room that